Hello goddesses, and welcome to another video. As always, before we hop into today's video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can become a part of the Goddess family, along with that notification button so you are notified every single time I drop a new video. That is on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. Without further ado, let's just hop right into today's video. I am a little shook. I know that I'm older, disclaimer, before we go into all of these topics. I was born in 1989. In reality, it's not that far away. I mean, it's only been 32 years. I don't know any better way to come out and say this than just by coming out and saying this. I have turned into Regina George's mom. And if you don't know who Regina George is, it makes me feel even older than I currently feel. I became a TikToker recently, and on this app, this TikTok app, they have so many trends that go around, and I saw this trend that was exposing old trends. So basically, I saw this TikTok where this mom was watching another TikTok, and it was saying how she forces herself to have a middle part in her hair so she's not exposed as a millennium, because having a side part exposes that you're older. So I purposely wore a side part for this video. I normally do a middle part, but I wanted to stay true to my roots. I am a millennial. And yeah, I found it really funny that now, just by people seeing your hair, they can be like, oh, she's definitely over the age of this. And I'm like, what? Not only is my hairstyle like being attacked, I feel, skinny jeans apparently are not a thing anymore. Like, they are a thing for millennials or just like older people. And I'm like, what? That's all I own, because that's what's good for my body type. And so now I'm trying to like Google and research like what's the new thing, and it's more like the straight leg, kind of like going back in time but forward in time at the same time. Really weird. But if you follow any trend at all, eyebrows, hairstyle, cars, like anything, things always kind of like creep back into like older styles. So I'm not completely discouraged, and I will not throw out my skinny jeans, and I will just continue to rock how I'm rocking anything that I wear. But I also know that majority of people who do watch my videos are between the age group of 25 and 35, which we're all millennials. So welcome. With that being said, I honestly do feel like I lived in an era where fashion was really cool, at least for me. Like late 90s, early 2000s was really cool because it was all about like pastels and bling and very girly, and that's all my aesthetic. So I really liked that era, and I feel like a lot of younger girls that I see on TikTok do kind of want to reincorporate that look to their look, like the Bratz doll looks or the Paris Hilton look from like the early 2000s. I guess it really depends on which age group. So when I was like a lot younger, Beanie Babies were a thing, Game Boys were a thing. There were these like little digital pets that you would like feed, made sure they went to the bathroom and all of that, and they were like little keychains. Spice Girls were so much of my childhood. So like the big platform sneakers, soda brands, you guys know what I'm talking about. I remember going to the swap meet and getting those like sneakers, and I just thought I was like the coolest kid ever. Also, Lisa Frank was very much a part of my childhood. Now this is like younger generation. I also remember like Pogs. Who remembers those? I don't know. Definitely when I was younger, we were still in the era of like playing outside, playing board games, but then technology was kind of on the rise as well. But not everybody had access to all types of technology. I remember that was kind of a thing when I was younger. And then going into high school, I remember having like my first phone. It was a flip phone. And to be honest, flip phones were so cool. I remember getting the Razor with my first job. It was like this pink Razor, and I just thought it was so cool. But flip phones were awesome. Like, you gotta like put them in between like your bra straps, you know, on your way to like practice and all that. This is way before iPhone was a thing. I feel like everybody now, like the younger generation, like if you don't have an iPhone, like what are you doing with your life? Everybody's team iPhone and all of that. But I remember like having this like brick phone, and it was a flip phone, and it would literally like, it would be so durable. It was amazing. Like I could drop it a million times and nothing would ever happen to it. It was awesome. I also remember glitter being a thing. Glitter is very much a thing from my like high school age era. Also, Playboy Bunny was a thing. It was kind of like when the Girls Next Door, that show, was kind of really taking off. This is like when the Kardashians were like in their first season, really before they took off. But I remember watching the Kardashians, and they were really the staple of a lot of trends in my late teens, early 20s. So I remember Kim Kardashian had this trend where she would wear like a blazer, like a business suit blazer over all of her jeans, all of her shirts, and it became an actual trend that so many of us did, and we thought it was like so chic and so cool, like classy meets modern, and it was just a thing. Also, like the peep toe shoes, where like it just showed like the top of your toe, was like very much a thing in my late teens, early 20s. I also remember bleaching my hair so many times, like for real bleaching it, not now. Now it's like the Biolage, where it has more of a root and it naturally, subtly, gradually goes into your color. But back then, everybody was about like literally straight bleaching. I also remember that being in like my childhood too. All of the guys were bleaching their hair because of like Eminem, like the whole Slim Shady era, where so many guys like bleached their hair platinum blonde, just to kind of give that aesthetic and that look. Also, those like baggy jeans that guys used to wear, so not a look now. I've always liked guys that are like more like put together, like form-fitting clothes, like clothes that fit your body. I've always found really attractive. I feel like anytime a guy wears like any type of business suit, it's just a very attractive thing. And I also, for a girl's aesthetic, I always feel like wearing dresses is just very attractive. And that's why I tend to purchase a lot of dresses, because I really, really do like that personal aesthetic for myself. And I don't think I was really confident in wearing dresses until like my mid-20s. Really, to tell you the truth, because it was just something that wasn't really a trend. Like I remember everybody would wear jeans like all the time. Like you would just wear jeans. It was a trend in my late teens, early 20s, and it wasn't a thing to really wear dresses all the time. So I really incorporated that after I had this like phase of kind of like going out and exploring the world, and it's something that stuck with me, and I love wearing dresses. Like anytime I have an excuse to wear a dress, I will wear a dress. So yeah, it's one of my favorite things that I feel will never go out of style, at least for myself personally. But as I'm reminiscing about like all these like weird funny trends, it's so funny because I always had my own personal aesthetic. Like I remember going to high school and like wearing heels, and it was just me and my best friend at the time. Like we were the only girls in the whole school who would wear heels because it was our personal aesthetic. I remember we had these like senior t-shirts, and all of the seniors were going to wear them on the first day of school. And instead of us just wearing the same t-shirt as everybody else, we took our t-shirts and we modified them, and we cut them and made them like our own personal t-shirt. So it was still the same t-shirt, it was just modified to us. So on the first day of school, we show up and we have our own personalized t-shirts that is a little different than everybody else's. So if that tells you something about my own personal theory on trends, that's it in a nutshell. I'll take a trend, but still always make it my own. So also, I want to take a quick minute to appreciate these beautiful flowers that are behind me, as well as there's a beautiful little flower that is based off the movie Beauty and the Beast. Look at how pretty it glows. This is also really reminiscent of my childhood. I loved watching Beauty and the Beast as a child, and I actually dressed up as Belle one year for Halloween, so definitely something near and dear to my heart that I feel like is timeless, and it will always be a trend, at least to me. So yeah, I just wanted to share that. Anyways, I hope this video was fun for you and reminded you that you don't need anybody to tell you how uniquely cool, special you are. I love you guys. Until next time.